In today's video, we're going to take a look at one of these things that Jimi Hendrix did that really make a difference. It really set him apart, amongst many other things. And I think if we study this thing and implement that into your playing, that's going to set you apart. All right, grab your guitar. We're going to get started right after this. Hello, my name is David Wallerman. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players around the world find their voice on the instrument to tell their own personal musical story. So, what is that thing that I'm talking about? What is that thing that Jimi did so well that you can do too, and that will make a big difference in your playing? Well, amongst a lot of things that Jimi did, the one thing that I think set him apart is a rhythm thing. And I'm talking about playing after the beat. So, first of all, this lesson comes with a backing track, the one that I was jamming in the intro. You can get that for free. There's a link below that'll take you to a sign-up page, completely free, and you'll get access to this backing track and all the other backing tracks that I'm using on this channel. Started doing that in 2019. It's super convenient. Anyways, you can do that after. But for now, let's take a look at that playing after the beat thing. What does that mean? Well, that's what took me a long time to understand. But first, we need to understand what playing on the beat is, and most players do understand that. We've got a beat. Playing on the beat means that this is the absolute main thing you need to follow. And not just follow, but play on it. So you can play quarter notes, da, 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 or eighth notes, da, 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 or you know, whatever. But really, this really sets the mood, and each subdivision is divided equally. Now, the kind of thing that we're going to talk about, I don't want you to approach it mathematically. So when I say equally, well, that's a generalization, but it's something you need to feel. Okay, playing before the beat means that instead of playing da, da, you're playing just a little bit before. Da, 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 da. And that gives a different type of feeling. It might make you sound a little nervous because you're speaking before the beat. If we have a backing track here, that's the one you can get. If I play on the beat, da, 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 da. We're in G, so G minor pentatonic. It sounds very scholar, right? Like very mathematical, very proper. Before the beat is a little nervous. Right? A little bit anxious, a little nervous, which can be something you want to do. After the beat, well, that's where the magic happens. So what is that after the beat thing? What kind of feeling can we associate with that? Because if you can associate the feeling, then you will be able to play it. Much more than if I told you, well, in order to play after the beat, you need to play a few milliseconds after. No, it's not that. It's a feeling thing. So playing after the beat is a mindset. The mindset is this. I'm going to get there whenever I get there. And when I get there, things are going to happen because I am in charge. Taking my time. So it's confidence related, right? A lot of confidence in what you're playing and what you're delivering. And it's assurance that whenever you come, that moment in time is going to be significant. In other words, that note that you're going to play, even if you play it, you know, a little after what it should happen, you're a little late. Well, that's going to make that moment stand out even more. Okay? So think about it that way. Now, let's get practical, right? On the instrument, this is what we're going to do. We are in G. So G minor pentatonic is your to-go scale. In the first position here, 2 notes per string, we have frets 3, 6, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 6, 3, 6. And we're going to take a note and bend it to another note. So for that, we all do that, right? We're going to bend the minor 7th to make it sound like the root. So that's on the 2nd string, 6th fret. We're going to bend that a whole step to make it sound like the 8th fret. Now this 8th fret is that moment of time that I told you about. That's the moment when things happen and you're going to be late making that happen. So in between, you want to kind of tease the listener. You want to prepare the listener. You want him to expect what's going on. So how can you do that in music? You don't do that with silence. You do that with hearing the footsteps on the chair, on the stairs going up. And you know he's coming, but when is he going to open the door? And we're going to do that by bending that note. And in between this note and this one that we're bending to, we're going to hear all the other notes. So this is just an exercise to get you used to playing that, okay? So the absolute time when things happen is when you bended that minor 7th to the root. When you reach that note over the track, this note, that's the moment that needs to happen, okay? And in between, take your time, don't get it yet. I'm really late to the party, right? Playing in time would mean that I played right on the time. No, I want you to be late. So practice that thing several times. So right now we're doing minor 7th to root. Very late there, right? And even in between, think about an old car that you've got to, rewind, the wind or however they call it, crank. And it gets harder and harder to crank until it goes. I don't know if cars work like that, but so first it's kind of easy, and then you got to really force it. There it is. And then you do that with other notes. We could do that maybe with this one, the 4th to the 5th. And then eventually, it gets easier to internalize that lateness into other things, not just the bend. The bend is just a great way to get into that. And then once you have the mindset, well, I'm kind of in charge. I'm going to make things happen a little later because I like to wake up a little late in the morning. So you play that like that with that mindset. It's a happy medium between being lazy and overly confident. Right? Even if you play bad notes, there was one in there, be confident with that. Make it happen, right? With chromatic. Start anywhere. I don't know what I'm doing. Right? That's the idea. And then try to practice over this backing track. Link is below again. The 3 different ways of playing, because not one is better than the other. Jimmy did this thing all the time, or he was kind of like playing after the beat, but practice playing before the beat. A little nervous. And then on the beat. It's kind of harder to be like that, right on it. Usually you're before or after. And then after, it's almost like you're in a parallel world, like swimming underwater. Right? And just those 3 mindsets are awesome. And playing after the beat does something to the listener and to you. All right, that's what I have for you today. Practice this a little bit every day and think about it. It's really a mindset thing. It's not necessarily just a technique thing. Having the mindset is more than halfway through that. All right, backing track is below. Get it, practice this. And if this is your first visit, well, I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you so much. On this channel, we really try to equip you to tell your story. This is just your pencil. There's no music really in there. It's just a piece of wood. The music is inside. We're learning how to use this to output the music towards the world. And the music, that's the cool thing. The music that is inside of you is very unique. That's what it's all about. you might consider subscribing if you liked what you saw. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, new video day on the channel. Thank you so much for watching this. Practice well. I'll see you next time.